a member of the human race. Looking at a forest, all I see are trees, oaks, elms and sycamores, branches and leaves. Everyone is different, yet everyone's the same. Planet in this earth, we give them all a common name. In a universe so vast, we must guarantee humanity will last. I'm a member of the human race. Ask me where I'm from, I'll say this human place. Born here with a heart, a soul, a face. I'm a member of the human race. We have all made wishes on the same bright star. We fight the same enemy in our human hearts. We will come together when we realize, then we can see each other with more than just our eyes. Don't think in terms of them and us. The future of our people is in God we trust. Well, I'm a member of the human race. Ask me where I'm from, I'll say this human place. Born here with a heart, a soul, a face. I'm a member of the human race. And as one family we'd stay, with the fate of our children's children in our hands. Oh, I'm a member of the human race. Ask me where I'm from, I'll say this human place. Born here with a heart, a soul, a face. I'm a member of the human, a member of the human, member of the human race. Ooh.
Thank you so much. Good morning, you guys. Welcome into the sanctuary. We're happy you're here. And we welcome everybody who has joined us online. We just want to confirm that we are all one in spirit. My name is Christine, for those of you who haven't met me. Our guest speaker today is going to be Dahveed Bullis.
Yeah. And his talk is going to be how to not lose friends and alienate people. We want to give a special thanks to our musicians, Sharon and Chris. Yeah. And to our media team, we have Wendy and Wayne, and new to our team is Michael. Yeah, and we would like to give a special shout out to all the volunteers who help with the food and unity and community, and we appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll listen to our next song.
I'm going to invite everyone to stand, and hopefully we have words, and if we don't, it's very simple. There it is. Yay. So we're doing I am, you are, we are. So here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, well, you guys all sat down. We're going to stand back up and greet our neighbor. Give high fives or whatever you want, and then I'll give a time. Yeah, I haven't seen my sister in 5 years, so it was really good. Yeah. They're all giving punches. High fives. Well, I believe that we are great manifestors of love and peace, and I really believe in this statement. So if you could join me in the unity statement. Unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of injury. Unity honors the many names for God, the many paths to God, the many ways to worship God. For there is one power and presence of God, and that God loves each one of us equally. It is therefore the position of unity to urge all nations, their leaders, and their people to turn to God by whatever the name for guidance during these challenging times. Not war, for this is what honors the God of all our faith traditions. Thank you. Okay, we do have a spiritual nugget. Whatever your fate is, whatever the hell happens, you say, this is what I need. It may look like a wreck, but go as though it were an opportunity, a challenge. If you bring love to that moment, not discouragement, you will find the strength is there. Any disaster you can survive is an improvement to your character, your stature, and your life. What a privilege. This is when the spontaneity of your own nature will have a chance to flow. Then, when looking back at your life, you will see the moments which seemed to be great failures, followed by wreckage, were the incidents that shaped the life you have now. You'll see that this is really true. Nothing can happen to you that is not positive. Even though it looks and feels at the moment like a negative crisis, it is not. The crisis throws you back, and when you are required to exhibit strength, it comes. Okay. All right. We are going to have meditation by Dahveed. I know, everybody loves his meditation. And then we'll have some music and his message.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll go over there at some point, I'm sure. So last time we were all together, I led us in a meditation, and I omitted one part of it. Usually I play. It's part of my meditation. So I want to invite you into that with me. So, I think it's about time we connect with an ancient human tradition. Something people have done forever. In fact, I think it's pretty much a sign that you're human. We'll just connect with our breath. I invite you to take a nice deep inhale with me, and on that exhale, I want you to do something. On this table, maybe there's a lot of things that remind you of you. Maybe there's something that reminds you of somebody you lost. Just somebody you love. As you're scanning that table, you notice that there's sand on that table. Beautiful sand. Different colors. All these different shapes coalescing till it makes a mandala. Yeah. Just take in that mandala for a second. Just a moment. Gosh, it's beautiful. It's you, you know. Now I invite you to take one more deep inhale, and on that exhale this time we're just gonna blow that sand off the table. Very good. Welcome back. If you recall from last time, I call that a 0-point exercise. It's where we come back to zero so we can start. In theater, a lot of us are drawn to that work because we have stuff behind us that we really don't want to bring with us, but we always do. And so I do this exercise so that we can at least put that stuff to bed for a minute so we can fill it up with something else. Before our talk, I'm going to play a little song for you because I believe that everything comes back to love. That's just the way it is. It's kind of you really can't debate it. It's undebatable. Either you got a lot of love or you don't have enough, or you feel plenty, or you give a lot, or you take a lot, but it's usually love somewhere in there. And so this song, it's all about that. In fact, it's called Love. Yeah. It seems like only yesterday we were just a child at play. Now you're all grown up and suddenly, ooh, how these days they flee. Watch the lazy world go by. The days they seem to fly, fly, fly. Oh, life is brief, but when it's gone, love goes on. Love goes they seem to fly, fly, fly. Oh, life is brief, but when it's gone, love goes on. Love goes on. Love goes on and on. Thanks. Thank you. It works, and it's right up to my mouth, as I've been told I should do. Ooh, look at that. Fancy. How not to lose friends and alienate people. A little play on words if you're familiar with the 2009 film. I was drawn to this subject because, well, if you don't know, I work in equity, diversity, and inclusion. I work in the community college system here. And something that is a guarantee with that job is that I interact with people who believe very differently than me constantly. And I've been doing it for a while. And the resounding thing I tend to hear from folks is, you're so calm when people say such terrible things. I go, well, you know, whatever. And so I thought maybe I would share some of those things that kind of I do without thinking about. So I always love when I have to write about it, because then I have to think about it. What am I doing? I don't know. Hey, politics got you down? You feeling a little bummed? Matter of fact, as you can see, few people. Looks like folks who were polled, 65% of these people are exhausted when they say, oh, what do you think about politics? Oh, tired. 55% are angry. Now, I grew up in the Obama era, so hopeful. Come on now, we all got hope, right? Only 10%? Yikes. And excited is even lower. Does that resonate with you? I don't know how many of you, when someone goes, hey, now let's talk about this, you go, let's not. Okay, I hear that all day. I don't want to go there. Yeah, me too. Me too. I like to do it when I'm on the clock because I'm getting paid to do it. You know, but outside of there, I'm like, let's not. Can we not? I don't think we're the only ones. Politics don't make the person, right? Or do they? Because according to The Hill, 48% of registered voters believe that your political views reflect whether or not you are a good person. Whoa! You know, something I've heard many times when someone says something that might contradict what you think. Does that feel true? Does that feel true? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And yet, it seems 48% of people who were at least, talked to for this poll sure do. And I can tell you, sometimes I feel that discourse, that static, especially on a college campus, especially there, when your feelings are pretty hot. You're kind of maybe new to breaking into social consciousness. It's like social awareness, right? And then I got these friends, these dear friends of mine. a different generation than me. And during this thing, in about 2019, you remember we all stayed in our house? That thing we were all affected by, as it were? A couple of my friends lost their family members. Not because they died, because they said, you believe differently than me, we're done now. And that was really, really hard for them. And they thought, what? What? Why? That's my son. Why is he saying I can't come around anymore? Does that feel true? Don't worry, it ends good. They're back together. They're fine. But during that time, that discourse was hot. Anybody else know that feeling? Where you're like, I'm putting this friend, I'm not following them anymore. On Facebook, I can't hear what they think. I love them. Can't hear it. Yeah. Don't worry, there's hope. Remember Obama era. I believe in the hope. 2008. I think there's always hope if we work together. It's cheesy, I know. It is. But that's fine, because it's also true. That feels true. There's hope if we're doing things together. I'm a big fan of discourse. I love talking to people that don't think what I think. I revel in it. Big time. Maybe it's the homeschooling. I don't know. My brother used to tell me when I would come up against somebody, because I wasn't always great at hearing people say that they disagree with me. There was a time. And my brother would say, are you so nervous that what you believe is going to be broken that you can't hear what you don't? Are you so nervous that what you believe will be broken that you can't hear what you don't? That feels true. So what wisdom can we glean? I always go back to the Word. You know. So let's go to Romans 12, 17 through 21. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men, if it be possible. As much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Pause. Vengeance. Now, that's a harsh word. It's an intense word. Although I notice a lot of translations omit the I will repay and just leave it at vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Shakespeare boy. I like King James. What can I say? Vengeance. I got a little rewrite on that word just this summer. I got to hang out with my son. He's 7, and he's getting real curious. Abstract reasoning's getting real thick. He's starting to really see things, and sometimes he sees things that I'm like, who are you? How do you see that so clearly? And we were playing with toys, a couple of Pokemon, and they were battling, and one of them says, I will take vengeance on you. And I go, hey, vengeance? That's a big word. What does that mean? It means you get what you earned. That really just stuck with me. And immediately, this verse came to my mind. For it's written, vengeance is mine. I'll repay it. They can get what they earn. Does that mean it's huge? Does that mean it equals your wrath? Probably not. No. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed them. If they thirst, give them drink. For in doing so, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. And by that, I always interpreted that when someone's like, why are you being nice to me? I don't like you. Why'd you ask me to sit with you? I don't even like you. Because it's not about how you feel about me. You need a seat. That's what it's about. Be not overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good. I'm into that. It does something for me. I like to respond to people who are extreme on one side. Well, the meaner you are, the nicer I'm going to get. Maybe it's a little passive-aggressive. Maybe. But, hey, can't be mad at me if I'm being nice to you, yo. Chill. So, let me ask you, we got to be friends with everybody? If somebody don't agree with us, we're like, well, but I'm going to be their friend because that's what I'm going to do. No matter what. I don't think so. I don't think we have to. If you remember last time I spoke, we talked about the concept of diunitalism. How two things can be true at once. Like my friend's son, who decided, I don't agree with my mom, but I love her. And two things are true at once. So I believe the strongest way to connect with people, especially people that believe differently with you, is two things: bonding social capital and bridging social capital. Sorry for the capitalism term. If you're like me, you're getting a ping of, yes, 40 hours, 5 days a week, maybe 60. Where's my taxes? Bonding social capital. What does that look like? That looks like connecting with like-minded people over things you mutually appreciate. Hey, we've got a whole lot of bonding social capital in here. We're all here for the same reason. We believe a lot of similar things. We have a place where we're already going to connect. Every bit of conversation we have with each other is building upon something so that we have this strong foundation, because part of our foundation is already kind of similar, somewhat. That's that room that you walk into and you're like, oh, my people. Oh, my people. Every time I walk into a theater. No, actually, no. Not truly. Sometimes. I don't hang out with a lot of theater people, actually. Because sometimes it's more of a bridge for me. Bridging. Connecting with those you do not agree with but have a shared interest. Now, a great way to take that in, I got a friend who's got some kids who are doing soccer. Real proud of their kids. We got a forward. We got a midfielder. Love that. Sweaty shin guards and all. And on their team, my friend, who's leaning one way, their kid's best friend just so happens to have a parent who's got a red hat. That this friend is like, other way. Oh, I'm at Winco? Never mind, I'm going down the other aisle. I'll be back later. Right? But you can't. Can't do that this time. It's not an aisle, it's your kids. Your kids are hanging out. Okay, fine. I guess let's talk about nothing else but our children's development in sports. And funny, I got to meet this friend because my buddy had a little get-together and invited that friend, even though they don't agree. He said, you know what? He knows how to grill. And I like grilling. Maybe there's more to we can agree on than, what hat we're wearing. See, because one thing we've really noticed, especially in the higher education sphere, is that people have a real hard time with discourse. For some people, it's world-breaking. So someone says something that's like, what did you just say? We're done here. I'm literally running. And I can't fault them sometimes. Because sometimes those beliefs cause harm. Sometimes those beliefs might actually say, you know what, you and what you are don't need to be in this world, so go. That's a bit much. That's where it gets to be a bit far. Being biracial myself, I can't imagine going into a building and seeing, oh, there's that bathroom and there's mine? Okie dokie. Interesting. But that did happen. So I'm not saying you got to be friends with everybody. Not at all. Boundaries are very important. Holy cannoli. Very important. Sometimes, yeah, it's worth cutting that person out, and now your work is healing. Especially if it was somebody you love. Oh boy. That's hard. That's real hard. And you ask yourself, is this relationship with this person more important to me than what they think? Because I love them. And can I get past that? Can we not talk about that? Can we start to change our views as we talk together? And at least learn some respect for other people? Maybe. Maybe. And maybe not. It's okay to let people go. It's also very hard to let people go. And I get that. And I've had to do that. And I don't dig it. Not too much. Cheesy again, you know. We's better than me, right? No matter what. Yeah. So we're different. That's fine. Like I said, I don't hang out with a lot of theater people, which is always interesting to folks because I'm pretty deep in that world. We're different people. We're very different. I'm a lot more introspective and not introspective, introverted is the word I'm looking for, than people think I am. I was homeschooled, come on. I'm a weirdo. Give me four walls, I'm pretty happy. I don't need to be around a bunch of people and, going out and doing crazy things sometimes. But I love those people. I love them. And we all love making something together. And I start looking at the world that way. Oh, man, if 6 of us who all think very differently about a lot of things, can put together a play, which is nothing. I mean, when we finish doing a play, we all get together and do something called a post-mortem. Morbid. It's where we talk about it. What did you learn? What are you going to take with you? What did you fail at? And then we move on. Theater's meant to die. Society, culture, is meant to shift. And that's work. And that's what we do together. Truly. Because we is better than me. And I mentioned that little 7-year-old, and I'm pretty intense about making a better world for him. And I wasn't too unhappy with the world I came into. Thought it was pretty cool. Until you realize maybe it wasn't. Or maybe things were different now that I'm looking at it with grown-up eyes. But hey, when I was living it, great. Peachy keen. Yeah. So yeah. That's what I think. That's that build that kind of social capital. Are you bridging or are you bonding? That's it. And being aware of that in the moment, that I always like techniques like that because it feels like mechanical until suddenly it's not. We do a lot of that stuff in the theater world, like this is a specific technique for this type of character or whatever. And you're like, I really have to think about what I'm doing. If I'm thinking about it, am I really doing it? Well, yeah, eventually you will. Eventually you will. Eventually. All good things take time. I love time. Because it just keeps moving no matter what we think. And now I got more grays in my hair, which I love. Give me more. I grow out the beard. I got a little salt, pepper, paprika. A little bit of red in there. Time's great. And I think back to my friend and her son, and all it took was time. And then when they came back, yes, boundaries. Both of them started setting them. Because they both, well, yeah, they both realized we really love each other. And let's just focus on that. That's all right. Yeah. I think that's all I got. But I hope this is helpful for you as you move forward and encounter so many people that might think different than you. People you love, people you don't even know. Boy, I love people on the street shouting things that I don't agree with. I'm like, you're wild. I can't imagine getting up on the street and strapping a megaphone to myself and screaming things. Wow, I admire your passion. But, alas, it do be that way. It do. So thank you all for letting me share something with you. I appreciate it, and I hope it's helpful.
Oh, that was good. I always love your manner of delivery, Dahveed. It's so relaxed. I love it. Well, I'm going to invite you to sing along with this song, Peace Before Us, Peace Behind Us, Peace Under Our Feet. And then we use love and light and Christ. I think we've done it before, so you're welcome to stand or just sing it from where you're
Peace before us, peace behind us, peace under our feet, peace within us, peace over us, let all around us be peace. Love before us, love behind us, love under our feet, love within us, love over us, let all around us be love. Light before us, light behind us, light under our feet, light within us, light over us, let all around us be light. Christ before us, Christ behind us, Christ under our feet, Christ within us, Christ over us, let all around us be Christ. Christ within us, Christ over us, let all around us be Christ.
Yeah, thank you so much today. I really felt that. I'm sure most of you did as well. We do have announcements. Oh, okay. Oh, I pulled out the wrong one. Look at me go. All right, I'm actually excited for this. Okay, so we have the Spokane Learning Co-op. It's going to be opening next month. We're very excited about this. There's actually a poster in the back if you want to learn about the Spokane Learning Co-op. There's some papers you can take. Very exciting. When's that? Oh, that started today. The Sunday Qui-Gon with Merv started today. It's from 9:45 to 10. I saw them out there in the yard doing it. I hope some of you joined today. If not, you can join next Sunday. Yeah, it's a wonderful modality for your health. And we have more options now for meditation. I think there's 3 options. So Sunday, it's going to be 10:15 in the kids' room. And then Wednesday at 6 p.m. here, we'll have meditation. And there will also be Wednesday meditation at 11 a.m. And this is all starting September 11th. So if you guys can make it to any of that. On the South Hill, there's going to be a sound bath September 14th from 3 to 4:15. It's $30 per person, and we can help you with the sign up. That's also on our website. Hey, and we're so excited for Jeff Tawney being here. Yeah. So we're going to have a welcome for Jeff Tawney being our spiritual leader, Sunday, September 15th at 12:30 after service. I believe there's a sign-up, isn't there? There's a sign-up sheet in the hall, or you could call or text, email Stephanie for sign-up.
Nice.
Is there no more? Oh, she has a couple more. We have Grace's birthday party. It's today. You're all invited. I'm sure it's going to be a great time, and there's cards out in the foyer if you guys want to get her address for her birthday.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're going to do our love offering. And sharing your gifts with intention creates an energetic flow through your mind and heart, creating more abundance for both of the recipient and giver. So as we pass the offering bag, I invite you to hold your intentions in your mind. Thank you. Okay, please join me in blessing these gifts as we affirm together our love offering statement. Together.
Divine love.
He's got it. Some of you don't know what you're saying. Hey, divine love in, through, and as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you. I invite you to place any prayer intentions into our prayer box that Doug is holding. Those prayers, along with like Silent Unity, they pray for 30 days. So if you're struggling with something or happy about something, or, let us pray for you. Hey, do we have the children? Yeah? Okay.
You are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. You are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
Woo! Children always bring a different energy. I love it. Do any of them want to talk today?
I'll do the talking today. So today we played a game that we made, or I made it last night, late in the night. And it's a board game where when you're trying to get through the board, you're trying to stay away from the land of negativity. And your goal is to get to let there be light. So the land of light. And on the way, yeah, we kind of ran out of time. None of us got to the land of light. But on the way, we had to come up with, or they had to answer trivia questions about different things that we've been learning over time, and then they had to get out of the land of negativity, they had to learn a coping skill or some way to turn around a negative thought. So that's what we worked on today. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. It's saying exactly what you're saying. Okay, we're going to bless our children. God loves you and accepts you just the way you are. And I love you and accept you just the way you are. I behold the Christ you are. And if you guys want to bless us. God loves you and accepts you just the way you are. And I love you and accept you just the way you are. I behold the Christ you are.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now we can all stand in circle together. One of our peace songs.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator.
go with the prayer of protection. Some of us don't know what we're saying.
Light of
God
God
surrounds us.
surrounds us.
The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is.
All is well.
God is my help in every need. God does my every hunger feed. God walks beside me, guides my way through every moment of the day. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough. God is, and all is well. God is my health, I can't be sick. God is my strength, unfailing quick. God is my all, I know no fear. Since God in love and truth are here. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Wherever we live, God is. Wherever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough. God is, and all is well. I now am wise, I now am true, patient, kind, and loving too. All things I am, can do, and be through Christ, the truth that lives in me. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough. God is, and all is well. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Wherever we give, God is. Wherever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough. God is, and all is well.
Boom. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Michael.